Fabric Lists is a new workload for Microsoft Fabric that empowers business users to create and manage their own data tables with a simple, intuitive interface. Say goodbye to manual tables, Excel imports, unmanaged Power Apps, hidden SharePoint lists, and unreliable imports that break due to user changes, like renaming or deleting columns, entering wrong date formats, or missing data entirely. Now business users can manage their budget and mapping tables themselves without headaches for the data or IT department. Let's create a basic list. To create a list, first connect an existing Lakehouse. The data from your lists will be stored as CSV files directly in the Files section of the Lakehouse. Your data stays safely within your Lakehouse. No backend needed. Choose a name for your list, and choose for a blank list or a templated list. The templates are pre-filled lists with columns and data for exploration or demo purpose. We used them later in this demo. Now we create a blank list. Let's add some columns. Choose a column name and pick a data type, so users cannot enter other types of data. If a field is mandatory, click the required checkbox. The user cannot save the data until a value is entered. Let's add some more columns. The first one for the value used in Source System 1, and another one that's used in System 2. With this mapping, we can link them together in our data warehouse or reports. Now it's time to enter some data. After adding or updated a record, the system automatically keeps track of the date and time and the user responsible for the action. Let's add some more records of brands available in our systems. In the list view, you can choose which columns are visible, especially useful when you have a lot of columns in your list. It's even possible to add columns after you enter data. Let's say we want a Boolean value, which indicates if a mapping is still active. Let's add some more columns with different data types to see the possibilities: a date field, a datetime field, an integer, and a decimal field. Now see the editing with validation in action. Search and edit. In this part, we're using a templated list with pre-filled data. You can easily search through all of your data using the search text box. If needed, you can edit the data directly by double-clicking on a row. You can also turn on the inline editing feature for all fields. Now you can edit multiple fields at the same time. Easy and fast editing. Bulk edit. We also have the opportunity to edit or delete multiple rows at the same time. For this demo, we're using the RLS template, an example of a common situation, a list in which we keep track of which user has access to certain companies in Power BI. Let's find a user and delete all rows for that user. Now we do a bulk edit on one specific field of a user. Shortcut to data. Although the list is directly available in your Lakehouse as CSV and always up to date, you can make use of the recently added shortcut transformation to automatically transform the CSV file into a managed table. Then it's available in the SQL endpoint, or can be used via a shortcut in other parts of your data platform in Fabric. Execute notebook or pipeline on save. A lot of users want direct feedback on the changes they made, so you can trigger a custom notebook or pipeline after saving the data. You could trigger transformations or a report refresh to see the effect of the changes immediately. Let's see it in action. Make sure you have a notebook ready. Go to List Setting and find the notebook you like. Now enter or change some data and see what happens. Notifications will pop up, and the execution is visible in the Monitor tab. Action buttons. You can not only set a notebook or pipeline to run on save, but you can also create buttons in your list. Map them to a notebook or pipeline, and users can trigger the item without any technical knowledge. In the future, it will be possible to map list columns as parameters of the notebook or pipeline, so you could create a small orchestration screen for the most needed actions. What's coming next? Our roadmap. We're continuously improving Fabric lists based on your feedback. Here's what we're working on. Advanced filtering. In this first version, filtering is limited. We're planning to expand filter capabilities to make sure you quickly find the data you need. Advanced validation. Currently, only basic validation on data types and required fields is available. By adding support for advanced validation, for example regex, you can control data quality even more. Multi-value fields. Sometimes you need more than one value as an option. Multi-valued fields are perfect for storing one-to-many relations, without the need for a separate table. Fields based on other lists. Sometimes you need a separate table to maintain options for another list. By enabling the possibility to create a drop-down option list based on another list you've built, the possibilities are endless. SQL backend. More performance and integration. Although storing the data as CSV works fine for small lists, and it's perfect since we don't need a backend, sometimes performance and integration with other systems can be a problem. Connecting a list to a new or already existing SQL table is one of our favorite future build items. Fabric lists, the new workload within Fabric, brings the power of data management directly to business users while keeping IT in control. Start building your first list today and experience how simple data management in Microsoft Fabric can be. Thanks for watching.